Alright, welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Doing it again. Let's get going. Also, I'm eating pineapple once again because this is the only thing I get to eat for breakfast because I have nothing else to eat in the house. So leftovers it is. Damn, I can't believe I have to start it as Mia. I would prefer to be Nick and then have to like do girl voice, you know what I'm talking about? You know how people like girl voice. Alright. Let's do this. Yo, why is there like no audio right now? It's like messing with me. For real, where's the audio? The game just has zero audio right now. I'll be okay. I'm sure. Oh, I'll be okay. I'm sure the big client will just. It's just around the corner. October 16, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Wink, wink. Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya. What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on the show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed the villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV? No, I mean he actually did it in real life. He scared the villain with the samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Just come to the office quick. Please, Nick. October 16, 9:22 a.m. Wright & Co. offices. Law offices. Munch, munch. Maya's here watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai Warrior, The Neo O Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found inside the Evil Magistrate's costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck inside the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes, Wright & Co. law offices. What? Nick? It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in the detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Sure. I think it's easier to just use the controller again. Alright, let's examine everything as usual. Hello? Uh-oh. I unplugged my controller. Give me a sec. Where's the cord? Where's the cord? Alright. Disconnect it. It's always good to investigate the whole area before you move in, because you never know what new thing there is. Alright, that should be everything here. Let's talk. What to do? Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case, or do we have some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. Any ideas? No, we don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. Alright, let's move to the detention center, I guess. October 16th, detention center. Visitor's room. That's the Steel Samurai? She's like, what the fuck? Who this man? Who this man? What's wrong, Maya? It's him in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course that's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once, maybe twice. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you saying? Yes?
Something wrong?
No. This is getting off to a great start.
I know. You're disappointed, aren't you?
Disappointed? Oh, no.
No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public till the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams.
Oh.
I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of Steel Samurai now.
Nick?
What?
He's a good guy. I mean, he's good.
Yeah?
He didn't do it.
Oh my god, bruh.
Alright, let's do a little investigating. Wait, what did it say? The guard he seemed frozen in awe of Will Powers. Yep. Alright, let's talk. What happened? Maybe you'd like to start by telling us what happened?
Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The chaos had just come down from global studios I've been running through. It went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was that rehearsal scheduled at 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying and crumpled near the sink. They took off his mask and discovered it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear.
The samurai spear?
Yes, that long spear that the steel samurai used as a weapon.
The steel samurai? Maybe you'd like to explain to me just what the steel samurai is. Nick, how can you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this?
No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo Tokyo, fighting battles after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time.
I see. Old Neo Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? Power's alibi. Now, where were you on the day of the murder?
Well, that morning I came to the studio at 9 a.m. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in the dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here.
So you were sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero.
What would the kids think?
I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder.
Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asked me for an autograph. Alright, let's move on to the studio. October 16, Global Studios main gate. Wow, this is where they make Steel Samurai show. Awesome. Aren't you excited?
Hey, you there. You want in, you gotta... Give me a second.
Okay, old lady.
Old lady voice. Old lady voice. No, lady voice. I'm proud. You wanna go in? You're gonna have to go in through me. Ah, fuck it. I just do the same voice I do for everything. Oh, you gotta go in. You gotta go in through me.
Oh, sorry. Well, we're lawyers.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And my job is to make sure you gawkers like you stay out.
Gawkers?
Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type you hear about the incident camera snoop around. You say something horrible happened. A lawyer's might wear this life and roof around, but I'm just mad who gets hippie clothes and you'll come in where I'm coming in.
Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know, it's possible.
Hey! Listen what you're spoken to you today.
Let's examine an overhead map of the studios right in front of the employee area. It's left to the actual film studios. The computer that runs the security cameras.
Hey, no touching!
Alright. This is a security guard station. The security lady must be like junk food. There's some amount of it on her desk. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Alright, what else is here? The entrance. The main entrance of the studio. There's a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like the studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Alright. It's time to talk. The studios. So, what do you do here in the studios? Oh yeah, I forgot. There's something I have to do really important. Really important. So what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, my younger days.
No, you were a star?
Only a little twinkle between stars here, I'm afraid, dearie.
Wow.
This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago now, that's where the studio of dreams. Albert was a big star back then, too. He was.
Hammer?
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
Will Powers? Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You would have wanted him on the silver screen without it, believe me. The old ladies watching him would lose their lunch. That's probably why they thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one would have thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer.
We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty.
Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
Mr. Hammer, what kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as an ultimate action hero. It was simply dashing with the Dominant Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an action during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain with children's program. Once more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. That's enough to make you cry.
Reason for suspicion? Why are you certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing here yesterday. Yes, I was. I was here at 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now, the studio here is where the murder took place, and they left here, so I want to go to the studio. You have to pass me. Only one person went here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the one that walked in. He's a killer. You can bet your biscuits on that. It's now about time for you to be heading home. There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
And I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in.
This lady thinks she owns the place, seriously. I guess I gotta get a letter of request.
Hello? How was the studio? They all think I did it, didn't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Alright, your alibi. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No, I would never do that.
Earlier you said you were sleeping in the dressing room after lunch.
Yes, like a baby.
But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise.
Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I could get.
I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me.
Yeah, she probably just saw the costume and assumed it was him. What did you see? It doesn't seem to be lying. The security lady. About the security guard at the main gates of the studio.
Oh, the security lady?
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She stuck up all the big wigs in the studio, but let her see you stumble once and I'll never let you up here.
She's got some nerve. You think she could write up a letter formally requesting my representation?
Of course!
Powers added to the court record. I just hope this will get me past the security lady. Alright, let's go back to the affirmation security lady. Alright, let's present to you. Madam, have a look at this. This is a letter of request for Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize this bold, childish growl.
Powers request given to security lady.
To think he wouldn't trust his future use of such unreliable appearance? Really?
Really?
Anyway, you may pass, but you only left from here towards the studio. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one is allowed inside, pal. Were my instructions?
Sounds like we should go right.
The good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick! Huh? There were maps in security guard station. Hey, not bad.
Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents?
And got a map to the Global Studios added to the court record. Do I just leave? What? Move to the outside studio one, I guess. Oof, how did that break? October 16th, Studio 1 entrance.
Hey. Hey.
Damn it.
Gumshoe. Now, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe. I'm Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe. Gobble, no. Now, whatever. Hey, aren't you the murderer from the other day?
Ah! It's that confused detective.
Hey, pal, I know your prosecutor Edgeworth is upset. It's your fault.
Oh my god, I'm like not saying anything. It sounds like I'm saying.
Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's all your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out a window.
So... Hey! If he's suppressed, that's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. I feel like this should be, not deep.
You're right, pal. No. You're right, pal. No, that's even deeper. Oh my God, what is wrong with me?
Oh, no.
You're right, pal. Now go from here and lower the pillar. You got back out of here, and I didn't want that. I didn't want that at all. Well, whatever. That's the voice you get, Gumshoe. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. Why the fuck am I something like this? I need some YouTube videos. Give me on that YouTube videos. Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe.
Detective. Ace Attorney. Also Attorney.
No.
What the hell is his voice?
I can't believe you called me Cupcake. All right. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can't believe other people all want to know the truth of my heart.
Hey! Don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on the case too, pal.
Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
I'd say he's a character, alright? Yeah, sure. Let's talk to you, Detective Gumshoe. Examine the head. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some sort. I'm pretty sure that's a samurai magistrate? What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Oh, it is a monkey. Right to Studio 1, left Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
The wind was pretty, strong yesterday. It broke its head off. It took down a tree down with it, too.
Alright, let's, look at the, chair. It's a little brushed. Maybe I should take a short rest here.
Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but... hey, us detectives get tired of standing around, too, pal.
Let's get the little camera. Oh, come on. Hot, precise camera. Hey, there's a camera there.
That's the security camera of the photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you'll see who went where.
There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. Alright. Bushes. Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell down the path.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of dangerous, you know. Stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyways. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't know it now, though.
Didn't they tell us Studio 2 is where we should go? Huh, that's strange. The entrance is Studio 1. This is a studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go ahead and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. It looks like they need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. See? Oh. There's a big welcome sign in the path.
Yeah, apparently the studio's falling out on rough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money and charge you for admission.
Huh? You sure know a lot about this place, Detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing. With the studio mask get down for the count.
What's that supposed to mean, pal?
Alright, I think that's all I have to, get. Alright, let's, talk to Gunju. Alright, the investigation. How is your investigation going, Detective?
Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, Detective, mind if I take a look at what you got?
What I got?
The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please.
Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal.
Autopsy report. Alright, reason for arrest? Why was Mr. Powers arrested?
Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 approximately at 1 p.m. At that time, there was no other man other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, I asked the security lady in the main gate.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. The security lady. About the security lady.
Oh, the sweet old lady, what a charmer.
Huh? What are you talking about? The same person?
When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority.
She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What? Decisive evidence? What kind of evidence?
Well, that's a photo. A photo of the steel samurai heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
See the camera up there? On the gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah. Whenever someone walks by the camera, automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy.
What's wrong, pal? You seem down.
You don't look so happy when you say that. Would you like to ask the employees here some questions?
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found.
I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go! I got some free passes to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Okay, I think... And we already examined everything. Yep, everything is examined. So let's head to... the main gate, I guess. Nick, look! The security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess the cops... all cops like their donuts. Wow. Yeah, and they're soft enough. She doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you!
Well, are you satisfied? Bowser's guilty yet?
She has to make my life harder by giving the photo to Detective Gumshoe. I guess we'll talk to her. Photographic proof? Why don't you tell us about this photo, about the security photo, madam?
Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just go to the left from here and the gates with the camera and then check the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see.
Reason for suspicion?
The guard station is a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio before 1, and the murder happened right around 2:30, you see? The only one I see go between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera's got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one that did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you?
Good one, Shawty.
She thinks I was joking. Mr. Hammer. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was past tense? Oh, yes, he was great as the bearded samurai.
That's you, yes. He showed the brightest back in the day, making the star like his bloody evil magistrate was a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who could blame him?
Automatic camera? What's the security camera?
Oh, yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, you see. When it snaps a photo up in, it records the time when it takes a photo too. But I don't bind myself with those details. I just view the photos on the computer over the security guard station. I check them every day before going home. Yes, I do.
Alright. Can I... The computer runs the security camera.
Hey, no touching!
I guess I just go to the employee room. I can't really do anything else here because she doesn't want to show me the photo on her computer. October 16, Global Studios employer area. Nick, this is where they do all the behind the scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. No, there's no one's here. This is soon after the murder, I guess. Let's go look around. Alright, let's examine Will Powers. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. You must need to be a star and have your own room like this. The door of the dressing room, it's not locked. Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we could find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Alright, the window to the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh? It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed candy or something. Popcorn at least. Well, wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. Alright, anything else over here? That must be a storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industries. What else would they keep in the film studio? Alright. Soda. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone is probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on the plates minus a steak. T-bone steak? That'd have to hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I had a second stomach for steaks. What? Alright, I think that's all I could do here, I think. I already examined, so let's move in. I think. Let me check. Did I really examine everything? Okay, examine. Nothing is on this wall. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Go down, that's full. Do. Yeah, there's nothing. Slide. Left beat. Oh. That's a whole nother story right there. There's a half-finished backdrop in the stage here. It looks like a castle. Probably Neo old Tokyo Castle. It looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Alright, let's, got that. And the obvious thing. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right? Hey, I'm not a kid. Okay. Is that all I do? Okay. Let's move to the dressing room. October 16, Global Studios dressing room. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here. Did they? Right. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Alright, let's examine this. Going from the top down. Okay, let's go with the curtains. It's locked. Looks like it doesn't open this window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. Alright, this is the bed. Looks like someone's sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. Alright. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee keycard. This must be Power's. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it? You mean borrow? Keycard add to the court writ. Alright, let's costumes. There's some regular suits among these costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of these costumes. If you say you were already wearing one myself. Alright. You always have mirrors like these in dressing rooms. I see my hair. It's still nice and spiky. Just how I like it. There's a variety of cosmetics here. Oh! This is the wig they use for Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of the show just by looking at the wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. Alright, let's, is that it? I think that's it. I think that's all I could find in here. Move to, employer. Move to studio. Oh yeah, I was gonna go. Wait, do you have something to say? No. Move to outside Studio 1. I think that's where I'm going. Mr. Gumshoe. The entrance is Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jackhammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this key card we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened. Alright, we're in. She's way too heavy for some visiting crime scene. Gumshoe just watching us just commit a crime, just like going into the fucking breaking and entering. Fucking Gumshoe's just looking at us like, what are you doing, bruh? I am right here looking at you do this, and you are committing this horrendous crime of breaking and entering. Alright, you got something to say to me? Nope. Alright, let's move in inside Studio 1, I guess. Alright, Studio 1. What is it? You're really quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? The white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Okay, that sounds pretty pretty unrealistic. Looks like the backdrop for a stage, and this must be used for the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain, Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not old Tokyo, Nick. It's Neo old Tokyo. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Wow, look at the camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, no touching that. Oh, it's a girl. Sorry, my partner's kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. So, who are you? Who? Me? I'm an assistant here. I help with the props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing the Willpowers. Oh, so you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Willpowers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'll never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Sure. Let's keep examining. Wow, look at the camera. It must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Well, again with the scene. Alright, anything here? Ladder. Look, a ladder! That's a stepping ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl's out of there. Hey, look! That's a chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of the black and white boards they clap to start the film. And look, a megaphone! A real-life megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it reflecting screen or something like that. The assistants hold it during filming. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be a director, or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Alright, and the obvious thing. They outlined poor Jack Hammer's body laying on tape. His body's still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Huh, that's pretty good. Now slide to the lip. Let's talk to Penny. Penny? Alright, the day of the crime. Would you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes. I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we thought we went through the action sequence in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Will Powers. Did you know where Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private. Kind of. What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for gaining confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. No, not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about! A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but the day just afternoon, I sensed something was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we have scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't the security lady have noticed him? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, that helps a lot. Anyways, anything helps. Let's go to the security lady on the spot. Sensing someone. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was on the studio? Yes, I think doesn't cut it in the witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came to the studio, she must have seen them. Not if they came through the grate. Yeah, let's move outside. Move main. October 16, Global Studios main gate.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you look as though you've seen a ghost.
Talk. Assistant claim.
What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 3:30? Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure, as could be.
But we have a witness who thinks they saw someone from outside here that day.
What?
Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Madam?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me quickly, you spiky hair critter. Someone's been complaining about the work I do here.
Huh? We just talked to the assistant in Studio 1.
It's not even a full-time employee. You all youngins are like nowadays running tomorrow like nothing one's gonna tell you, and the one thing your elders gonna cry and you do with the poor.
She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we came without her. Look over our shoulders. Alright, let's look at the computer. The computer that runs the security cameras. Nick! Maybe we can see the photo that Powers was on the computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yeah, of course. What the... Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick. Looks like I have to enter a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned out at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m., that's when the security lady arrived in the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Fuck. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that date. Let's see what we got. It's not even big enough for him. The legs are too short. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he's the only one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective would be very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15? 2 p.m. Photo number 2. Well, what does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope. That's the only one on the computer. Powers. Photo added. Court record. Hey, Nick! Can we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put the security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said anyways. Let's show her the photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why you would be the next evil magistrate? Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today? I think this photo is what we need for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. Is it? Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Yes. Do I wanna override that? It's not like I did anything wrong. Yeah, sure, let's overwrite that. October 18, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Wait, the court this fast?
Now the court is in session for this. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Powers.
The prosecutor's ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecutor would show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented to the trial will all prove to that fact.
I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call the first witness.
Very well. I shall call the most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you briefly describe this case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand the case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio scene. This is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. It's the main gate to the studio. The security lady who works at the studio was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station. There's the gate, see? Past that is the studios. And here is Studio 1. It is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, the day of the murder, October 15, there was 3 people there. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and the young woman, the producer assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to the Studio 1. Right after 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump later to the day at 5 p.m. The producer staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was a murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again?
Shall I listen to the whole thing again? No. No. Why would you do that? I think I should probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Your Honor, the case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Oh no, audience interruption. Will the witness declare her name?
Aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, Jerry, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please. It seems Edgeware has a bit of a trouble getting his witness to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma with your old bag, and the children make fun of me when you say your name. Believe me on the chest, and they call me old bag and cry in your sleep.
Objection. I object to the witness talkativeness.
Objection sustained. The witness shall refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps you could get to the testimony.
Now for the witness. That's stationed to the main gate of the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, sir, I was.
And you get to the scene of the murder, someone would have passed by you?
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin the testimony. She sure is one hell of a note bag. Witness account.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the gas station at 1 p.m. Poor old Habit and the rest of them were doing a run-through tour since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyways, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the gas station. I was in the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
You saw the defendant then,
Very well. Order. Order in the court.
Oh, I forgot what he sounded like. What was the voice I gave him last time? Yeah!
Very well.
Honestly, what was the voice I gave him? I keep forgetting the voices I give them. Okay.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Witness account.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard at 1 p.m.
Alright. So, until your time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio?
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the station, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee key card to get in.
Right, it's the key card that I have. So she's saying is no one who isn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studio when you arrived at the security station?
Oh, but the rest have been doing run-through since the morning.
A run-through? A run-through?
They were working out scenes between the evil samurai and the steel samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were passed to use afternoon practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why Paul Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when this was supposed to be practicing. Talk about laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get here afternoon?
Well, I had some errands to run that morning.
What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching Paul Hammer and Powers observing, you know.
Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyways, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see Steel Samurai run-throughs too. You would quit being a spirit medium and take up with guard duty? Not a bad idea.
Anyways, it was what when I got to the guard station.
Did you see the victim then?
Did I see Paul Hammer? No. He was already gone to the street before I got back at the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
I was at the main gate from until 5.
So, you're watching there the whole time? No breaks, not even a second?
Of course! I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper?
No, it's just after seeing you eat those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I could watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time, whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper? Old windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection?
So, the witness in the afternoon was on duty
Through the afternoon, the whole time.
very well. What did you see?
Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right?
How do you know that?
Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective showed me. He fed him some donuts and he talks and talks. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Andrew's like, this motherfucker. Poor Detective Kunchu being ran out by a security guard.
Interesting to me because a certain man walked right at me by 2 p.m.
2? You're sure?
Sure as split.
Well, who was the man?
Really? You should not also be excited. Sure age, you might strain something. Now, don't get your shrevers in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
You saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. Go wax your ears, sonny.
Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him. It was Powers, that man right there, heading towards the studio.
Alright, let's do it. Presenting. Zaya.
Let me get this straight, old bag. Mrs. Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. White. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Tokyo. Mrs. Oldbag, this is Mr. Powers that you saw.
Of course, didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone planning to see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of a Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
Look, I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in the court is accusing you of that, witness.
He's having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently.
However, do you have proof that the person in the phone is Mr. Powers, do you?
No, see, old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecutor would like to ask the witness, please make it known to the information you have possession at this time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed of all of you. Anyways, I saw the photos of the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't give a look at it even a second.
Good.
The whole bag has left even Edward speechless. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof then.
The man in the photo.
I never said anything. I don't mind, Mazu. The morning during the run through the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props, and it was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at the picture. You can see his leg is he's dragging his leg clear as day. That's how I knew his Powers happened.
So he had a sprained ankle. No, that's not his fault.
What was his voice that I used before?
Objection. Sustained. Objection.
No, that's not what he says. Oh, shit. Judge.
Hey, Edgeworth. No. Mr. Edgeworth. I think that's where his voice was. Yep, it's around that. I think that was his voice, I think. I don't know, man. So he sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press until she squeals. Disgusting. The man in the photo.
I never said anything. Never say anything I don't mean, Mazu. Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I say is on the straight and narrow. Up and up, you today always whining and pointing to what this and that old crime and
Mr. Wright, please, for our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match.
Yeah, morning during the run-through of the scene.
Now let's skip this, because I don't want to upset her.
I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props of the big mesh. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. You can see he was dragging his legs, see, clear as day. That's how I knew those powers happy.
Will Nick find any glaring contradictions? Well, he seems pretty sure that there was powers in that photo. Guess I'll press her to see if I can shake her conviction. Alright, that... Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, he's a Pole Hammer, the Evil Magistrate, and me.
And
what exactly were you doing?
Observing, just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was moving bad trucks around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then?
I saw Powers trip and fall.
Trip and fall?
Yes, to think he's supposed to be a Steel Samurai, what a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed her where it hurts.
Excuse me, what? 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 Okay.
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's skip over that part, shall we?
Where was the assistant then?
Oh, she was cleaning the backdrops, I think. She didn't know about the Powers ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
He broke his props in a big mess.
He broke a prop?
Sure did. His old samurai spear.
His samurai spear, the murder weapon.
Lucky I was there in my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record.
Apparently it sprained his ankle pretty bad.
Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room and to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyways, I saw him dragging his foot when I walked.
Dragging his foot, okay?
I think we've heard enough. Haven't you, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is... where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we can't find it.
We're looking thorough.
Anyways, it's not important.
The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it's clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Will Powers.
I suppose that is right.
Are you sure, Your Honor? Would I not object to this? Yeah, of course you object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that the photos show the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in the folder can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defendant has a point. I also wonder what someone else not caught on the camera would have killed Mr. Hammer. We could possibly also consider that possibility also.
Then allow me to remove the doubts from your mind, Mr. Honor. Does the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
Witness account continue.
The time of Paul Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. The only person I saw go to a studio before was Will Powers. No one else went through there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have been this Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. White, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
The time of Paul Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True.
How do you know that?
Did I just explain? I gave don'ts to the young detective, and then after some rubbish, they went and shoot a pal and told me everything.
I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness of their donuts.
The only person I saw to a studio before was Will Powers.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quiet, sonny. No one suspicious looking passed by at all.
No one suspicious looking, right.
No one else went there.
What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before what? Well, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I wouldn't have seen them.
Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone who's going through the studio would pass through the witness.
That's right, sonny. Hey, you let him have him, edgy boy.
Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean. Old Windbag sure has ways of skipping over important details after all. Or, for the matter of fact, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps?
The time of Paul Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True.
Wait. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. The photo was taken by the camera in the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, it is, sonny.
So, whenever someone passes by it, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know your head from the hole in the ground.
Right. Anyways, it's also true that the computer in the car station records all the security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work in the studio, we might have an opening.
The very computer printing out this photo. Notes that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 5th, really, sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is a bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if this really was the only photo?
Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by that, Mr. Wright.
Actually, what I want to ask the witness, this evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet, there's only data for 1 in the photos. Could they have erased the data for the other photo? Only person with access to the security lady herself.
Yeah, me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw out there was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gates fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to be.
Can the witness explain to the court? Can the witness explain to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Oh God. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what that means either.
Some help you are, you old whippersnapper, too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Mrs. Oldbag?
Ah, that's right.
Let me see if I can remove it. Friends settings. Give me a second. Alright, that should fix the issue. No more little messages.
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed the gate. Someone other than Mr. Seal Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please.
The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photo recorder security computer and check them. I throw out as many photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Mrs. Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyways, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this is a term for the unexpected, but I kinda expected this. The other person.
Every day after I finish the guard duties, I have one other important job to do.
Another job?
That's right. I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that the security camera takes.
Do you back up all the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to do. Me too, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out many photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see.
How exactly do you determine if it isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you could tell by looking at their faces for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Mrs. Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch suspicious looking well photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased?
A fat boy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsal from gosh knows where. They're always hanging around, wondering their days.
Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in.
They come through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and... They're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So, in the photo that you erased,
It was a boy, probably second or third grade.
what?
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gates on their way to the studio that day. One was a steel samurai dragging his leg, and the other was a boy who looked to be in the second or third grade.
Oh, yes. Well, we see this type of air every day. Can't stop them. Can't catch them.
A boy in the second and third grade, I assumed it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear.
Impossible, I would think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I raced it at him.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they've already tried to unsuspect him.
The court will now take a 5-minute recess. I want your defense and the prosecutor to consider the new information. And don't forget vital information this time.
Okay. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight, were you really in the dressing room? You didn't go out into the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the steel samurai in the security photo?
How should I know? The steel samurai costume was in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I wouldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where did this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are you gonna do? First we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And we'll take them so long to shoot us down that we might get another day. Right, but we picked the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sound like that. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecutor's thoughts on the matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy roughly 10 years of age. The photo we have may not be hard evidence, but there is no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for the verdict of guilty of the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let's hear what you have in your mind, however. Be aware that this court does not look fine in accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. If the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who other than Mr. Powers would have committed the murder?
Fuck. I want to say the child, but... No. I'm gonna fuck up, bro. I'm gonna save. I don't trust myself. Gotta save here. Alright, let's go with security lady. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Who?
The steel samurai is dragging his leg in the photo. Picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning injury. Maybe because they have been watching the action scene along run through. There's one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
Well, what? Whippersnapper?
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag, it's Mrs. Oldbag to you.
Mrs. Oldbag was standing guard alone in the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume, then slipped in Studio 1, scene of the murder.
Why would she go through the trouble of wearing a steel samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera and the gates would take her picture. She was in the costume. She could point the finger to Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deduction reason, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. Huh? That's odd. Isn't there a part where Edward pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up and object to some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on the matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Excuse me, what?
What? What's the meaning of this? So you think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something.
What's my move? Maybe my chance to take this the whole way. Yeah, press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Mrs. Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget, Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That's did it. Now Mrs. Wimbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went into the studio? The one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though. You said second or third grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I compared an old man and 10-second chops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
The boy is not the killer.
What? What can you be so sure? Yes, is it so nice to the kids, so mean to the elder, damn whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see the proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed the murder?
Presenting steel samurai spear. Your Honor, the murder weapon was a samurai spear. The very spear is shown here in the photo. How could the boy have taken that spear? It's impossible.
I see. Very well. Would the witness care to comment on this?
Murph!
Wimbag speechless. This to be the first.
Very well. The courts will now suspend on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find more about the witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecutor will look further into the Oldbag before we continue. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Oh.
Well, wait a second. I'm not going to sit there while you run off barking at the wrong tree. I'm talking.
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Wimbag wants to talk.
Mrs. Oldbag, what is this about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
No, not to talk about? But by whom? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edward who told her to talk?
Well, testify.
My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There was something other than people in the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if they were gonna go accusing me, I ain't letting them go out scot-free.
Mrs. Oldback, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from us in the court show now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Alright.
Global Studios wanted to keep me quiet about something.
So you were told not to talk?
That's right, by the studio of the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be so hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in our nets. There were some of the people in the studio on the day of the murder.
Who were those people?
Well, the director, the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and had the meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2.
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. If you go through the gates all the way to the left, the path where the monkey head was falling over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue your cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions. Was there really nothing else?
They say it had nothing to do with it, see?
Mrs. Oldbank, this is trial for murder.
I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convinced about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a bit of bonus on the side.
So you got a bonus and you still talked? I think I asked all the questions I have to ask. Can you examination? I guess there's no harm in getting as much info as I can. Oh. So they were actually in the studio.
Yes, the whole day. They've been hearing about the murder. They would beat me before the cops came.
Ugh, I'll kill this woman, I swear it. I feel sorry for Edgeworth almost. She really left him hanging on this one.
But if you're gonna go accuse me, I'll let you get away scot-free.
Them? Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director. We should have known something was fishy. But don't interrupt. Of course.
Well, I was surprised that no one asked for it.
Alright. We already went through this. So let us commence. Yeah. Take a break. Your Honor, I have learned there are other global studios on the day of in question. The director and the producer, per bigwigs, were all present. Yet we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecutor will now gather more information about the witness, Mrs. Olbag, and more information about the other people have been told off.
I understand, Your Honor.
The sensitive prosecutor in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned.
October 18, 1:04 p.m. District Courts, Defendant Solving Number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Really, it's nothing. Oh, or should I? We'll be going to the studio and do some more investigating. We have to find out more about the director and producer. We'll be turning up in the next trial as witness for certain. So, now's our chance to get materials for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have you figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it have been... really have been some old windbag? Do you think Mr. Powers...
I don't really think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying some time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off of Mr. Powers. Poor old windbag. I feel really sorry for her. Well, she wasn't whining it, winning any points in there with her, with or without any accusations. Okay, let's get down to the studio. Right, we'll be right back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
To be continued. Dun. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Yes. Should I just save over it? Yes. Yes. October 18, Wright & Co. Law Offices. What a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess. It really depends on the people we found out about today's trial. The director and producer. Yeah, them. Well, what are you doing here then? Let's get to the studios. Alright, let's do our daily examination. Let's talk. What you do? What do you think we should do? Well, what do I? Why don't we just do what you just said? We just gotta get the scoop on the director and the producer. Oh, right. Then there's no point hanging near then. That's what I've been saying. Let's get to the studio pronto. Any ideas? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. That's exactly the same thing I was about to say yesterday. Just admit it. You don't have any clue what happened. There's no enough information. Move to... I'm pretty sure the studio. October 18th, 2:16 p.m. Global Studios main gate. No one's here. Right. Now that we have Mrs. Holtbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey! In the guard station, look! She left her donuts! What? I wasn't gonna eat them. Sure you are. An overhead map of the studios in the employee area left actual film studios. The entrance map to the... Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry the film equipment. I just hear weird birds. The security guard station, Miss Olbang, is junk food there. The computer runs the studio security cameras, huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Oh, that's strange. Suspicious, even. Studio 1, right? October 18th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey, Nick! It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck with paperwork after the commotion in yesterday's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about in the trial today? It was done to patch with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. First of all, let's examine everything here. Maybe we should ask the assistant. I'm not really sure wanting to fix anything. You probably need a crane to move that thing. Probably so. Oh. Ambushed. She just called me old. Hey, I'm still young. Same. In the trial, they say Studio 2 was down this path. The monkey head is in the way, but we should be able to get through without a problem. This monkey head is really heavy. Well, it did knock down that tree over there and fell. Both of these, the monkey head and the tree, fell the day of the murder, didn't they? Yeah, that's what Detective Gumshoe said. Oh, shit. Alright, is that all the, move to Studio 2. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. This is Studio 2? I thought so. It doesn't really look much like a studio, does it? No, it does not. Hey, there's a trailer over there. It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are you sure this is a studio? Examine. Let's see these oil barrels. Look at these materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. It might as well be in a junkyard. Let's on closer inspection, this trial looks like it has been here for a while. I don't think it's part of some temporary film set. Alright. Nick, let's go inside. You think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked. Aw, it shucks. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Wait a minute. That's not what I want to see. This is what I care about. But I can't click that for some reason. Alright, let's click the car. Light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've been kept pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. You must have not cleaned it much. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate a T-bone steak too. What of it? Steaks around here. Hey, there's always room for steak, but something doesn't seem out of place. What? I don't know, it just feels odd. Huh. There's a big 2 painted here. Probably because this is Studio 2? Probably. No, it doesn't look anything like a studio. Is there anything else? No, I don't think there's anything else. Unless they let me check the flower bed again. October 18, Global Studios, employee area. Look, that's an assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyer, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh. Oh, don't mention it. It's true, they caught the security lady? Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up the drain. You mean that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do the work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Mrs. Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation. What? Let's, we did that. Little same thing. Okay, let's look at that. Yep. Anything here? We bought that. I was like, let's go steal something. I was like, we're not robbers, but we took the gift card. Yeah, we borrowed it. We didn't steal it. Yeah, but you didn't give it back. That's for sure. All right, on that, we did all that. Let's go to the main issue. The grate that used to be in the cover of the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if you try to put it back on. So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came through that drain? So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey Nick, if that drain covered the boy, wouldn't they be able to get in? Yeah, I think that's the idea. I feel kind of sorry for him though, don't you? What do you want? To rip the grate off? Really, Nick? Can we? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Yeah, sure, whatever. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes. Hiya! There. That should make the kids happy. Things we do. The drain is off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to enter and come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? Must be nice to live so free of guilt. Pack. Move. Dressing room. This is where Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder. And that's what Mr. Power says, at least. I guess they snuck in while he was sleeping. But Nick, if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping, I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. She's got a point. Alright. Hey Nick, what now? These snacks, they've passed expiration date. Then don't eat them. They're snacks. They're meant to be eaten. Mr. Power's bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids. Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Weapon found on Mars. I have to buy that issue. Alright, and that's all there is in here, I think. Again, move, player area, move, Main gate. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camel vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Talk? The studio. So, what are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me to disturb evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean the plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? The fanboy. Do kids sneak in there a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He always gawks at the sets or snapping photos. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of a trouble catching him though. The director, I heard something at the day of trial today. They said the director and producer were here at the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here though. The studio head seems pretty eager to keep us quiet. So, they were trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She gave these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if you weren't for the producer. The producer, huh? What am I doing here? Huh. What the? Who the deuces will be the mal? Huh? Wait, wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever. Lemurs. Lemurs. I think that's what it says. How can you not know who the great Salmonella is? Oh my gosh, it's Salmonella from the Salmonella Academy. Bruh, my fucking... I made the lead show, the Straight Samurai, Steel Samurai, my FTFC. Read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You look so... sorry. Oh no, quite alright really. It's fine, Ruffle. What is it? You know, on closer inspection, yeah, hot. Hey, do you do a lot of cosplay? Cause your costume works. Rock source? What? Hey, you're drooling. Oh, buffer overrun. You triggered my creative powers. Yes, you're coming to me, Pink Princess. The sequel of Steel Samurai, Pink Princess, Warriors of the Old Tokyo. Ruffle now. Pink Princess? Pink Princess? Why you gotta be little, Old Tokyo? Why can't it be a cool name like Nia Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Sure, let's talk about the day of the crime. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder?
Oh, I know who you dude. Scooty told you about us.
That's right.
It was a pretty regular day. We run through an ecstasy in the morning and meeting in the lunchtime and Studio 2 tried out. I was so busy I didn't have a chance to eat lunch. I had T-bone steak.
A T-bone steak, was it?
Yes, sirs. I hate missing out on food.
Nick, what does suxors mean? No idea.
Anyways, I was meeting for noon until 4, and the producer had some bigwigs from the network.
Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, this meeting gives him an alibi. The producer. About the producer who was at the meeting with you.
Oh, you mean Deb Vasquez? She's a genius, mad skills all the way. Correct, scary though, swear. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make Steel Simmer.
You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right?
Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time.
The bigwigs. Who exactly are these bigwig people keep mentioning?
Oh, the boss over the network, some sponsors, also a few production guys. They bought a limousine and got right around noon.
Is my mom here?
Yeah, why she come so early? I ordered food. Trying to hide it from her. What's the fuck is wrong with her?
I don't know, man. This is my breakfast, bro. I'm hungry AF. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué es eso? Oh. Que no se vaya a salir temprano. ¿No se salió afuera? Ok, voy a cerrar la puerta. I literally like didn't let it done even You have what?
You said yesterday you don't want paper shit.
Damn, bro, for real. Alright, I'm have to dip in a couple of minutes. Alright, give me a second.
And I heard the gate opening. I'm like, who the fuck is opening it?
Let me get me some taco. Okay.
They put rotten the limousine and got right around the major attention sweat.
Were all of them with. Oh my door opening because you can hear everything outside. Okay. Were you with them? With the, but were you with? Were all of them with you the entire time?
Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers.
Sounds like they'd be a reliable witness. Examine. Everything seems to be in order.
Yeah, I ate them. They were past their expiration date anyway, Ruffle.
She's wearing the lipstick with tears welling in her eyes. Me. Move. Employee area. Examine. Back. Move. Move. Studio. Move. Studio 1. Studio 1. I don't really want to be here. Yeah, it's the murder scene. I want to go somewhere else. Nick. Sigh. Examine. Stairs. Alright, she's the same thing. She's probably gonna drop that again. Look at things. Alright. Chair. Do the same thing.
Bro,
Yeah?
get my shit.
Oh, they're here already?
Well,
What you mean, well? Are they here or not?
yeah, they should be awake.
Alright.
We got you? No.
Ahorita no me da nada.
Porque yo te ofrecí también y dijiste que no podías pagar eso.
No, no abres. Hasta que termine. Alright, might as well end this shit since everyone is coming in now.
Entonces, si no es para ti, ¿por qué sales tú? Déjala ella que salga. A ver si es igual.
Alright, I'll see you guys. Wait, no, you know what? I'll finish this, or try to finish this move. Outside studio.
No, si él no lo quiere agarrar, él puede decir que no.
Studio 2,
Okay, so te
October 18.
No
This
estés
place is
abajo,
just
puedes.
crash. Nick, what's that noise?
Cada pinche vez que agarro, ma. No puedo estar comprando comida cada vez para él. Oye, ¿qué?
And the noise continues. Don't worry about the arguing.
Para de fastidiarme, pues.
Alright. They're so passive aggressive. Alright. Now that the noise is over. It sounded like it came from the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go inside. I'm not so sure we should barge in. Huh? It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No. There's probably one in the guard station, the main gate. What are you waiting for? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. Alright, let's move to the main gate. Move.
You again? Eek! How rude of you acting like I've seen a ghost.
You suddenly got back to your post quickly.
Oh, the police took me away, they did. They put me a spare samurai costume. They told me to put it on, can you imagine? But how could a sweet old lady wear a giant suit like that?
Mr. Powers is pretty tall.
As soon as I saw there was no way I could wear it, they would let me go.
I guess that would rule out you being the murderer.
Anyway, know this whippersnapper. Your soul lane never forgets the slight of insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed.
You sure are talking a lot for someone whose lips are sealed.
Sign now. 1, 2, 3.
This says too much. Alright, let's see guard station. Now let's see the computer.
Hey, no touching.
It's better to investigate that later. Let's talk. Fanboy. About the kid you saw.
If you see him again, I'm gonna chase him down.
Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. The director at home. About the director, the one that came here the day of the murder.
If you see him again, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna talk him down.
Nick, she's losing it. Okay, let's move to the employee area. Hey! Hey, wait! I bet he came in right through the drain. Hey, kiddo, what's your name, Spart? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. You got your hand on it, my ass. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad. I'm Cody Haggins. They call me Kid O. Again, I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. Alright, let's talk Cody. Let's do Samurai. So you're fan of Steel Samurai? How dare you utter the name of that name, evildoer? What do you mean? You're on the Steel Samurai side? Ha! Ha ha ha! You can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line he says in The Innkeeper of Episode 8? Easy, like some fries with that. Not bad, kiddio. Watch it. What are they doing? What happened? So you heard anything about the incident the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? He always, the Steel Samurai always wins, always. Yeah, I saw them. I saw everything. What? But there's no way I'm seeing you losers. Wait. Let me go. He's gone. Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. A bottle? Why is it sitting here, I wonder? Empty bottle. Labeled sleeping pills. Anyways, what was that kid saying? You saw everything? Alright. Where's that old windbag? Out of her to leave her post.
Hey,
Nick, that was her.
stop, whippersnapper.
Yeah, sounds like she's just chasing after that boy.
Natch.
Oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Alright, let's see if I can get the key now. Hey, Nick, now's our chance. Let's check the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. The key we need to the trailer in Studio 2. We'll be buying this, right, Nick? Bro, we just fucking stole that shit. Alright, let's go to the Studio 1. Move to Studio 2. And move, examine the door. I wonder if we borrow from the guard station will work. It opened. Great, let's go in, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Not that eager. Let's move to the trailer. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Eek! Someone's in here. Names. Our names? What? We're WP's lawyers and, I see. And who might you be? Dee Vasquez, the producer. She's quite beautiful. Except... looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They got figures on how much the set costs. Can't believe they spend that much money on these sets. Another old movie poster, Singing Samurai starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do all these samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god! That movie's the best. It was the Steel Samurai who sings his way out to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer is a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing Samurai stars. What next? Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of the typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with the samurai and a horse? An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Alright. The glass is frosted. You can't see from the outside. It's on this far into October. The dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Alright, let's this is where they had meetings. There's documents, papers, and scattered around. Alright. Nothing in here that can be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. I think that's all I could get out of this. Let me talk. The day of the crime. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Mrs. Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. Script? From the Steel Samurai episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. The Steel Samurai. We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Miss Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV. With the nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. The director. What about the director? Salmonella, was it? What, exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all the people in the entertainment business this weird? I'm starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't it somewhere else we could check? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright. We could give it to him if we see him. Vasquez Miller has been added to the court record. Alright, I guess I could leave. First of all, let's see what it says. Oh, okay. That's all it says. Let's present him the, Here, I got this from the producer.
Bring the script of episode 13. Episode 13, where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh, my ass is pwned if I don't find it, chicks.
Nick, this might be quicker to just look for all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. Just... Alright, let's, We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need to get out quickly, Nick. Is that it? Hey, look! The chair the director sits in. It's always wanted to sit in these. The director... Maya, take a look around the chair for me, would you? Remember the script the director was talking about? Didn't you say he'd left it somewhere? Ah! Found it, Nick. The script. Good work. Script placed in pocket. Alright. Yeah. Let's go to... Oh, wrong one. Alright, here's your thing. Here, we found it. Your script. Script handed to D. Vasquez. You're not gonna talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on. What's the big idea? Who do you think you are anyways? And do you even know who we are? Powers lawyers. Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder? Yes, anything you could tell us about them would be a big help. You know, there was a meeting here at noon. Yes, with the director and people from the network. Correct. Now, listen closely. None of the people in the trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? Do I show the what the hell? On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked. You saw the Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. What an original name. Its head fell over the wind on the day of the murder. It didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Couldn't you just walk around it, though? You don't need to walk through the path to get through the path. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer, stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to the studio. What? It's true. A crane came just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they corroborated in my story. But wait. What if the head fell after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio 1. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it was broken. Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15? That's right. The path is blocked from 2:15 until 4. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in studio at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Mr. Monkey had added to the court record. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who would have killed the Hammer. It's over. We're finished. It sure doesn't look good. Guess we have to head back to the offices and plan our strategy. I guess we have to go back to the offices. October 18, Wright and Co. Law offices. And I'm gonna straight up save here because I have to dippity doopity. And I'll see you guys next time I play this game. Alright. Goodbye and see you later. I'll see you next time.